Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Kingdoms Reborn with the latest and greatest content. We are in Darbyhillmontishire, and we are barely holding on right now. Simply are not producing anywhere near enough food to keep ourselves nice and happy right now. We really need to get some more planted down. Could try placing down some additional lodges and stuff. I guess I'll buy myself one more fishing lodge, even though I'm not thrilled about it, just so we can place it down over here and try to get a little bit more out of this. 104, 106, 104%. Looks like that's the best we might be able to get. All right, fine. We have to place this down. I have to find ways of consistently getting some more food, even though it's too far away, in my opinion, from our base, and it's going to take a long time to walk around over here. So be it. If we can't find ways to get more food, we are simply going to be sunk. I did look at the last series, by the way, and right off the bat, in the first video of the last series, we were able to buy provinces using food. Now, obviously, right now, I don't have a lot of food anyway, because I'm playing on a harder difficulty, which increases my consumption. But the fact that I can't buy things with food is a very interesting change, because that used to be a very easy thing to do. You just focused on producing oodles and oodles of food, right? And then you could save your gold for lots of other things, like upgrades. Now, if gold is the only way you can buy provinces, well, that changes things up a little bit, doesn't it? It really seems to. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to change my life. I'm not sure if that's necessarily going to be a good or a bad change. Right now, I'm fairly agnostic about it. We'll kind of find out. In the meantime, I sure as heck know that if we don't find ways to get more food soon, we are going to be in a lot of trouble. All these upkeep buildings are continually drawing away from my money, and we really need to be able to get things like this. The town hall upgraded to level 2. So I can use the cooperative fishing, and as long as happiness is up, all these fishing lodges become more useful to me. That's kind of what I'm hoping we can do sometime soon. We have to pass on this. I don't think there's anything we can do over here either. Yeah, no, I think we're just going to have to pass on all that too. Yeah, not a lot we can work with, honestly. Not a whole lot. We're doing okay on wood, at least. You know, that's certainly something. We're producing way more than we are consuming. And we are able to produce coal. So when winter comes back, we'll be all right-ish as far as dealing with the heat. But food, man, that's proven pretty tough. Let's see. Pottery, wood industry, beer brewing. I mean, all this is okay, but not absolutely crucial right now. I think we're going to go for basic medicine. And that can lead to things like a sheep ranch, and then eventually stuff like an agricultural revolution, which increases food production with a granary, which could be nice. Stone tool shop. I don't need it right now. How are we doing on tools? We got 149. Yeah, pass on that right now. And one of our houses has been leveled up to level 2. I think it's this one right here. So the tulips have been delivered as such. The value of this house has gone up, so we start making an extra 3 income for that house. So as these tulips are getting harvested and distributed, we should see ourselves leveling up a little bit and making some extra income, which is obviously good. Let's make sure we keep boosting up some of these fishers wherever we can. I don't really care which it is. Just keep getting me some food, gosh dang it. Some oranges are coming through. Oh, what do you know? It is autumn, so I don't anticipate we're going to be doing much better anytime soon. We're going to find ourselves in a really nasty strait very soon here. How are we doing as far as our laborers? I really wish this darn thing was not here. I can't easily see what is going on. If you take a look over here at the Employment Bureau. So, I'm going to say fishing lodges are right now top priority, then fruit gatherer, then hunting lodge, and then charcoal burner. Farm right now, lowest priority because all we're making are luxury goods. I've got 1 laborer to spare. That's not much. So increasing the number of jobs, let's say, at the other fisher's lodge probably isn't going to do me a whole lot of good. This person looks like they might be about to starve to death. I really hope you get something. Caravans. Well, I can at least sell off the leather I'm not using. Although you can only have 80, so forget that. We'll sell this. That gets me a little bit of extra gold, and you have nothing that you can sell to me, so that's not actually useful. But whatever, money is money. This gets me a little bit closer to that 500 I'm looking for, so we can finally use this card and hopefully get some extra fish production. There it is. Let's click the button. And now we have another biome bonus. Do we increase our beer brewing productivity or our tool production? I'm going to go with tools because I think tools are ultimately going to be more important for me. And let's use that cooperative fishing, which means we should now have a 10% boost at all 4 of our fishing lodges. Plus, we get a special card prize because 33 people call this home. Do we go for an upkeep reduction to make money? Do we consume less input, which can be pretty darn good at our charcoal, which we're actually already using, so never mind. This is already pretty low. Or a productivity book. I think I'm leaning toward a productivity book just for raw, extra food or something. Sustainability is nice if we had more artisan buildings, like, let's say, turning wood into furniture, but I don't. Frugality if we had a really, really expensive upkeep building, but I don't think we do. Most of them, let's see, most of these buildings, I think, don't really cost me much. The trading port might cost a lot. Yeah, the fishing lodges are the only thing that are costing me any in terms of upkeep right now. Sorry, I just looked outside and saw it was raining. That's very exciting. Yeah, all right, so let's go for a productivity book. I think that's going to be important. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to use the productivity book on this fishing lodge just to keep things going here. So now that we've got that all researched, that's great. Now we can continue upgrading houses, blah, 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 blah. Let's look for some more cards. Can't afford anything exciting here. We could sell food, we could buy some wood, or we could try to steal population, which I don't think is that great. I'm not going to sell food. I'm not going to do any of this. Reroll? Nope. All these are terrible. All right. Skip on everything. So yeah, this should now be producing 72 food per season, which we could boost even further if I had the cash to back it up, which of course I do not. We are going to want to continue building out the trading port, so let's start working on that now. The reason being, if we have to, we could start buying some food. That's an option. Let's continue boosting up this fishing lodge. I sure as heck like seeing this go up even faster. We do have access to a river. Soon enough, we'll have access to clay, and this could be a very useful thing for me. Sorry, I'm very distracted and excited by the fact that it's raining outside right now. I'm living in a drought right now in my particular area of Virginia, which is very unpleasant. It's absolutely killing my yard. Let's see. Immigration office. Again, if we want to be increasing our population rapidly, that's the way to go. But rapid increases in population can sometimes mean death. Sometimes. Not always. Sometimes it's a good thing, but sometimes it's really not. Extra storage. I mean, I really wish I could fit a bit more over here. I guess this will have to do. We'll just place one more little storage area right there. We could fill out a lot more storage over here, I suppose. Sure, let's build out at least a couple of those. Couple here. At least one there. Then we'll place down some little roads just for a little bit of immediate access. I don't know. I mean, it's not like we're running out of storage space exactly, but we're closer than we ought to be, in my opinion. So this lets us kind of bypass at least some of that. So food-wise, it says we're producing enough, and I don't see anybody who is starving right now, so I'm going to say that we're making some progress on this, but of course now we're getting into winter, which is going to make things a lot worse. We can now go for some more upgrades. Let's see. So this is not the same. Wait a minute. This is not the same as what I was looking at earlier for our research. What are all of these? You've unlocked and received... I didn't mean to do that. What did I click on? Upgrades tree. Huh. Okay, so I've done something. I clearly should have read that, and I missed it. We could work towards some productivity boosts. We could get some cards. Frugality books. Yeah, or some influence points. Unlock influence, which is another way for us to be claiming land instead of spending my money. Wow, okay. Well, I think cabbage is probably the way to go. This is going to take some science, I guess. So 100 science. Then we can work on things like some extra cards. This is interesting, because it's not the same as a tech tree, as you can see right here. Very different. Huh. Okay, maybe every time you complete, like, an entire tier of some research or something, you unlock some new... I have no idea, actually. Well, this is great, because it gives me something else to do with my science. And some of these are more useful to me than, you know, for example, pottery. Like, I don't need pottery right now. A sheep ranch would be nice, but I don't need it, per se, right now. Whereas upgrading to get, let's say, some seeds, oh, well, now all of a sudden, that's pretty darn useful now, ain't it? That's a potential new food source. I like the idea of potential new food sources. In fact, that makes me feel really good about my situation. Trading, can we possibly sell off, let's say, some leather? Like 60 of it or so. That'll give me some money. Okay. You don't get always the best prices, but since I'm not using leather for anything else, why not just get the extra income which we can use to get new stuff? I don't think I need any of these. A quarry could be nice for stone, but I don't need that. How about a pig ranch? I could see a pig ranch being useful. Now, it takes a long time for it to be useful, but when it is, I imagine this will be pretty good. Yeah, let's place down one of these pig ranches right over here. I think this could end up being very helpful for me, eventually. And we've made 500 gold out of trade up to this point. Obviously need a lot more than that. Trying to get to 50 population as well. We have some boosts, and since we don't have enough food, we got to keep using these, so let's go ahead and do that there. Keep boosting up that food, dang it. We're only barely holding on. Barely. What do we do with this trading port again, by the way? 240 goods quantity per trade. Right, you can just do larger trades. That's not that important to me. Do we want to use things like juicier bait? Do we want to increase the number of potential workers? I mean, we have a couple of extra workers. I think we go ahead and upgrade both of these, +1. So we have more people overall just producing fish. If everyone's doing their job, that should greatly increase my production. Should. We'll see if that actually ends up working the way I want it to, though. Buy some wood using some gold. I mean, I don't think I need to do that. Let's go ahead and reset. And nothing really exciting here. I don't think a forester is what I want right now. Foresters are okay, but not absolutely crucial. So this hunting lodge, we can go ahead and spend some stone to increase its productivity. Could go for some extra productivity here as well, and I guess I will. Spend some tools. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just spend the wood to boost both of these up as well. I don't know how much good this is going to do me, to be honest. There's not a lot of fruit to gather, and as far as I can tell, not much in the way of animals either. But it could make things a little bit better. I'm going to reduce the number of workers here. 3 immigrants want to join. Sure, but that does mean I need to get myself a new house. Another gift. Passion, productivity is nice. Consume less input or decrease upkeep. I think we go for decrease upkeep. And over here, upkeep is 20, but no cards in the trading ports. That's kind of the main reason I did that. All right. Could buy some animals using some money. Well, hello, Gimli. He's in a crisis? Sorry. My wife just came in. She's holding my new corgi puppy, Gimli. He just barked at me. Apparently he's in crisis because he doesn't know how to go pee when it's raining outside. Poor little buddy. All right, so this actually could be a good way to just, like, spend money to gain food in an emergency situation. I'm good with that. Very good with that. Stone Tools Shop is a thing we will want, but it is not this day. So for a frugality book, I guess the only thing I can justify putting it on right now, then, is going to be some sort of... Well, probably one of my Fisher's Lodges for now, but let's remember we can always take that away later. I'm going to go for some extra productivity with my Forester, just because that could be helpful. Yeah, all right, well, we have to apply this basically over here, which just saves me a tiny bit of money. Not a great use. We'll pull that away later and use it for something else. Continue boosting up the fish. And the research is completed. We now have access to cabbage. Thank you. Okay, with that done, we can get ourselves another frugality book. Could learn how to use influence points, but I think I want 30% more productivity for my charcoal, which once again will mean that we get even more value out of this charcoal burner. Between motivation and... Actually, we could pull this off, I suppose. But between motivation and less input and stuff, turning 4 into, let's say, 25 or more charcoal would be pretty darn good. Cabbage seeds, we'll use those, and now I can plant down some farms. We do need this. If I place a big, long farm over here, we could do this. It's a bit awkward as far as, like, its placement, but I guess. Sure. Let's do that, and it's going to be planting down cabbage specifically. Also, a couple of extra storage yards, because we might as well. And, what else do we want to do? Let's see. Is there any... There are some animals we can kill over there, but not very many. We've chopped down too many trees. These Hunter's Lodges are getting me very little value. Very little value. Once you start chopping down lots of trees, that just continues to be an issue. Alright. Well, keep boosting this up, I guess. Gotta make liberal use of that power. Oh, right, we need more houses. I kind of forgot about that already. We'll place one down where? We're kind of at a bit of a loss for some space. I could place one over here, I suppose. Not my favorite location, though. but it does kind of fit neatly. All right, yeah, I guess we go ahead and place a house right along there. We'll figure out something to do with this. Not sure what it's going to be. New cards, honestly, pass. I don't think we're going to be building many things right now, at least until I get enough money to start buying out some new territory. And if you do get maxed out on these, you can start getting some wild cards instead, which I don't think I need, but it's an option. Let's start chopping down, or sorry, getting rid of some of this stone, because we are about to be running out, so I feel like we might as well gather up all we can over here. That does imply that we're probably going to want to have a quarry sometime soon. Probably. Somebody left my home, my town, because they are homeless. Well, they shouldn't be. We just built up some houses. I don't know what the problem is then. Let's see. We have people working over here. Kill one at full capacity. Yeah, we should be fine here. How much food is this really going to turn into? What's your capacity? You can have 15 animals? 15 mamminals? That's a lot of aminals. All right, well, this farm will be going. It's not a very large farm, but oh well. It'll work. Food reserves are low. You don't say. Man, I have no idea what that's like. What would it take to buy a nearby territory? This grasslands would cost me 900. Yeah, these provinces are expensive. Maybe I do need to learn how to get influence points so I can stop spending my money on other things instead of, like, upgrades. Upgrades are more important. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the food is looking truly atrocious. It says we're barely skating by. It says that. I don't know how much I believe it, but it says that. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. New cards again. Yeah, but I just don't see a point. Let's go ahead and keep boosting up both of these. There we go. Trade. Anything we want to sell off. We could sell off some leather. We apparently are getting cabbage. We're already harvesting. My cabbages! We could sell off coal. Now, there's a fun thing about coal. At some point, in fact, we've easily reached that point, wood turning into coal is money-making. So we can sell some of this, plus a bit of leather, for example. Yeah. And I don't want to buy anything else right now, but if we just sell some coal, we can make 400 more gold like that. Sure. Yeah, I mean, buy wood, turn it into coal, and boom. Let's see. Research complete. Okay, so let's go ahead and learn how to use influence, because that might be a better way for us to get some extra territory. Now, influence, at least in the previous version of the game, you had to place down, let's say, some military buildings, right? You know, barracks and stuff like that, and that represented military power, which you would then use to, you know, conquer effectively or annex some more territory. I don't have access to those yet, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we will see. It says we're starting to pull away in terms of food now. Thank God for cabbages. Cabbages are going to save my life. Cabbages are best. We'll see. I got some spare tulips even, too. You've reached a maximum of 5 cards. Now it's been converted into 1 wild card. I'm aware. So that right there, for example, means we can place down pretty much whatever we want. I still don't think I need any of these. Stone tools shop. I'm just not there yet. We got steel. I'm good. Unless we want to use stone to start, like, making tools with the express purpose of exporting them, which isn't a bad idea. A quarry could actually be useful to me, so we could start mining out some stone. We've got 10 laborers at the moment. My population has continued to grow. We do need more things for people to work on. Yeah, maybe we do get ourselves a quarry then. Maybe it's that time. You think? I think yes. Let's go ahead and get a quarry. If we're going to do this, it has to be placed somewhere close to a mountain. I was thinking we could place it up over here, but it just makes people upset, so it's better to stick to my more industrial-ish area. So I'll take 130 of my lumber, which is a lot, but I'm okay with it. And with the right productivity boosts and so on, this could turn into quite a lot of stone for me, and it's several different jobs. Several jobs for people. All right, so let's go ahead and expand out the road like so. And we'll want to get some extra storage right along here, I would say at the very bare minimum. We can use that so we can place the stone there. Got plenty of slots right now. I'm just very wary of running out. More houses? Yeah, I think so. And honestly, the appeal up over here is pretty good. So we'll place another house right over here, for example. Having appeal is important for a lot of reasons. It tends to make people happier, but also, when you start getting luxuries, at least in the early game, if you have at least, like, I don't know, 60 or 70% appeal, you can get up to level 5 with luxuries, no problem. Everything above that requires not only more luxuries, but also higher appeal. So if you want to get to like level 6 houses, you have to have like 80% appeal plus like 7 different luxuries or something like that. I don't know. This farm, I wish there were an easier way for me to expand that. Something I am noticing is that we apparently don't have enough tulips anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this out to include some additional tulip production because I'm seeing some houses downgrade. If houses are downgrading like this one did, that means they're not keeping their luxury goods long enough. All right, these upgrades are done. Homeland defense. What is that going to do? Provinces gain defense for each building on it. Not something I need. Homebrew, houses and pottery get extra stuff. This is a card for my town hall. Quarry boosts. Wood cutting yield per level. Chimney restrictor. Wood and coal give extra heat. I'm pretty sure that's also a card. Yeah, so these are things I could put in the town hall. This is great if we had beer. This is okay if we want to save a teeny bit of money. Wheat seeds would allow me to start working toward producing beer, and that is another luxury. I think, though, we're going to instead go for, let's say, a boost to our quarries. Those are still pretty solid. Unlocked influence points. Now, influence is great because the more land we have, generally speaking. Well, that's not actually entirely true, but the more buildings, the more population and stuff we have, the more luxuries we're consuming, the more influence we gain. You have to pay an upkeep for every province you take over, but now we have other ways of starting to take some additional land without taking all my income. And remember, with the investment working for us, the more income I have, or rather, the more stores of money I have, the more income I will get. So we want to be careful with some of that. I don't remember how big a library is, and I'm wary of messing that up. But we're going to go ahead and place another house over here. I think we can fit a library or something over there in the future. Pass on this. Pass on this. Sell food? No. Reset. Nothing great. Yeah, not feeling it right now. I would be tempted to say let's try to increase... My medicine's running out. Yeah, fair point. I would say I'm tempted to increase my population rapidly, but I'm not. I actually think that'd be a bad idea right now. Because... right now, until I get enough influence or money to start buying out lots of territory, I don't have a lot more room to expand with things like foresters and hunting lodges and fruit gatherers and so on, right? So I'm not really that eager to push out there. Not yet, anyway. Still producing more wood than I consume. We are currently burning through all of my coal. My charcoal has completely gone through here. All right. We can go for a 50% productivity boost. Yeah, you use a lot of coal in the winter, don't you? A lot. That's a lot of money to spend. I'm not sure I want to do it right now. I think we're okay for the moment. We should be getting close to done with winter. Early spring is on its way. People aren't going to freeze. So I think we'll be fine. Anything else here? Honestly, no. Buy wood, spending money. We got plenty of wood at the moment. Nope. Pass on all of that. Let's go for some more boosts to the food. It is never a bad thing to have excess food. I really wanted to know if there's going to come a point where I can spend some research and unlock the ability to buy territory with food. Or did the developers just decide that didn't make sense and they just got rid of it? I could see that being a thing. Easily. Let's go ahead and get some extra storage over here. We are going to start growing some medicine of our own. They're just herbs right now, but at least we can try to prevent people from getting sick. We aren't in a high sickness area, so hopefully it ends up being okay. Could add in an extra 4 worker slots. I think I'd rather get another 20% boost as long as it's got full roster of people in here. So that's, 19,000 stone or so that we have an access to. That's pretty good. 3 more immigrants want to join. Well, I have the population's capacity for it, so let's accept. And that, of course, comes with another book. I think a frugality book here could be good, but I think instead I'm going to go for passion. And the reason being, over here, I'm going to add the passion book. And over here, I'm going to take away the frugality book and instead apply it right here, which saves me 7 more gold. There we go. That's a much better usage. See? Now we're thinking with portals or something. Now that the winter is over, I think we'll start building up a stockpile of coal again, which is great. Should be making plenty of tulips this season, which means we should be able to keep all these houses up at level 2. They downgrade a little bit faster than I remember. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, if I'm being completely honest. Only at 234 of our influence. We really need to be buying some more stuff. We could buy a coal deposit, and if we can get the mining technology, start getting some coal this way, and that's actually easier than using charcoal. But if I grab something like this, that's a lot more space to work with. Over here, though, it's a bit too expensive. Disease frequency is high in a jungle. Yeah. This is cheap, and we get more tulip farming, but I don't think I want that. I think this is where we want to go. Let's go ahead and claim this province. Yes, it costs a lot of money. I will live with it. Another fruit gatherer would probably be appropriate here. And then another hunting lodge, also probably an appropriate use over here. Okay, so this is where we want to start setting up some more food. I guess we'll do something over here, I guess. And then something like this. Now, it says housing is too far away. Fair. We can fix that by placing at least one home immediately nearby with some pretty good appeal if we are in a forest like this. Well, reasonably good anyway. Anything else? No. At least not that we can afford. Not right now. So how much cabbage do we get per season? 66. That's pretty good. We are starting to get meat out of the pigs. They reproduce a pretty good amount, so 114 per season there. 66 fish there, 90 here, 94, 98. All of which is pretty decent. No idea how much medicine we're going to get, but I'm sure it'll be enough to keep me tided over for at least a while. Tulips, 48. Says 16 here for now. Not sure how long that's going to last, but we will see. More cards available. Pass on this. I think we do another reset. Okay, did not get another forester. Okay. Starting to get some food, though. I feel good about this. I feel like we've actually started to grab our, get our feet underneath us. This is definitely an improvement. So now that we're starting to get into a more solid territory, I do think that I'm going to have to start making use of jump cuts going forward. And actually, you know what? I do want an immigration office. I think it's time for that, too. When I have the chance, I think I'll do that. There's the herbs, by the way, so we should be producing more than we consume. I can't turn it into medicine, but that's fine. Yeah, we're doing all right. So I think we're going to have to use jump cuts going forward, only because this game can take a little while at some point. Let's go ahead and pass on this. Forester, no. Another quarry, no. Okay, never mind. That's not going to work. I want to make plenty of progress in these videos. Make this stuff really exciting for you. We're trying to get that population up a little bit more. We're about to get a boost to our quarries, which is going to get us another huge chunk of stone. So the season amount we're going to get there will be great. I could spend some stone to get more stone, and I think that's a fine investment for me to make. So we could be making up to like 80 here. And now it should go up, well, once it recalculates, it should go up even further, which is great. I guess we can go for the forestry next, which is going to get me an extra 5% wood per yield, so our wood production in general will improve, though so far it's been doing pretty good without me having to do a lot of manual orders. And if I can find any more upgrades for fish and stuff, I will. We do now want to start working toward things like sheep ranches, because I think it will be very useful to me if we are able to get some food and some wool out of one particular ranch. I mean, pigs are worth a lot of food. It's great, but wool and stuff as well? Yeah, we can turn that into clothing and turn that into a luxury good in the future. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, then of course I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.